Hello and welcome to another video, and today obviously we are straight into the action because once again we're doing another league race video, and joining me just as I'm about to start my best lap in qualifying. Currently Groot is on pole and we are in second. We're just trying to get close to him. We're a couple hundredths off him, so it's a pretty close qualifying session. We've already gone through the first couple of corners. Blade King has fallen off the Suzuki there. Depends Alex Renz for some reason. But as we go through the Omega corner now, what's been another crash for Rob Nuz. Oh yeah, speaking of obviously he's on the Pull and Bear team, I've accidentally left my 2019 mod on for this video, so if you ever see him in the video, he'll look like he's on a Yamaha, but he's not, he's on a Ducati. I say for the event here. Oh, we've ran wide onto the grass, so that's not gone well. But we are a tenth under now through sector 2. It was a pretty good sector 2 until we ran on the grass, so we definitely lost some time there. We have to push as hard as we can to make up for lost time there. RKH has fallen off the Avintia bike. Can flick it right the other way. On the throttle, RKH has just come out of the pits, but he stays out the way, so it's nice. Soon 2 tenths under the lap time. Braking for the Saxon curve now. Almost hitting the apex, running a bit wide on the throttle straight away once again. Standing the bike up, flying towards the final corner on the brakes. I think this might be called Queckenberg, but out of Queckenberg we come, if that's correct. We're going to come up towards the line. Is it going to be Groot's lap time? We were red in 2 of the sectors. What is it going to be? Yes, so we've done a 1:16.5, so 1.65 tenths under his lap time in the end there. But that's exactly how it stayed. Drian ended up 3rd, Blade King 4th, Jagger 5th, RKH 6th, R1 A&D 7th, and Rob Nuz in 8th place. But yeah, it was obviously quite a short track, so you can see the gaps are pretty close between everyone, so it's going to be all about who can really stay on. But we are on the grid now, ready for the race to start. Some of the opening cinematics, see, that's what I mean about him being on the Yamaha. He's not really, but we've got the clutch in now. We're waiting for the lights to even show up on the screen. Currently not on the screen. The lights are on the screen. The lights are on now. We're waiting for the lights to go out, and we're waiting for them. Still holding them, and they're out. We've let out the clutch. We've had a bit of a poor start. We've been passed already by Groot, and past Drian, and Blade King, and RKH had an amazing start off the line, and R1 A&D's around the outside. Running wide, a couple of people, including me. We're cutting in front of Rob Nuz. We've passed Blade King, a bit of contact with him there. We're behind RKH, so RKH's got up to 2nd off the start. Amazing start, so R1 A&D's down already. Oh, big crash. Blade King crashes the side of us, so we've managed to get away with that. Not really sure how we've not been taken out there, but we're quite lucky. So we're still behind RKH, but we need to dispatch of him as quickly as possible, because Groot was probably one of the main people that was a threat to me in this race, so definitely need to get past RKH as quick as possible. Groot's on the track, we've hit him at the back! Groot's disconnected and we've rammed him at the back. We've got back on now. Oh, Blade King's down as well. I think he's also hit Groot's bike, or probably mine, maybe. But if you look at the damage indicator in the bottom right hand corner, we have got half damage. R1 A&D's run off the circuit there, as he's right behind Jagger and Drian. As we go down the Ralph Waldman corner. We are 6 tenths behind R1 A&D. But yes, unfortunately for Groot there, he disconnected, and his bike was stopped on the track exactly where it was when he disconnected. And I was just following the same line as him, so that caught me out, and it also caught our Blade King, so not good. Yes, I was correct, it is Queckenberg. So we exit Queckenberg now, so we're about to start lap 2. RKH is now in the lead of the Grand Prix thanks to that, so he's having an amazing race so far. We're off 2nd behind R1 A&D. Oh, Drian's around wide. Jagger's back at the inside of Drian. Oh, Drian's still trying to stay as close as he can to Jagger. It's a nice scrap in front, but Rob Nuz, who's just fallen out of 2nd position. Oh, and R1 A&D's fell off as well. So Omega corner catching out a couple different people there. And Jagger's back at the inside once again. Oh, and Drian goes back at the inside. As Jagger can get the cutback once again. It's an amazing battle between Jagger and Drian here. Oh, Jagger pushing Drian out a bit wide, but Drian swoops around the outside on his Desmodici in front of the RCV. We're still so close to each other. This will be a really good race, but we're cutting onto the end of lap 3 now. As you can see, Drian has broke away a little bit from Jagger, and he's cut to the back of RKH, and we're all sort of Constantinoing up to the back of him. Obviously, being on a GP16, it looks like he's on a GP18, but it's not. I just accidentally left my mod on. But yeah, he's on a GP16, so he's not going to quite be able to run the pace that we can, obviously, on our factory bikes. I did a quick lap as we brake for turn 1 now. You see Drian's trying to go on the outside, but he's ran off the track. So RKH continues to lead the Grand Prix. So we survived one attack. Drian's still trying to go on the inside. Drian's straight back at him, but he can't go out and do anything. As we go through the Omega curve now, he's still trying to cut up the inside, but RKH, he's holding his line, he's keeping the quicker lines, and he's staying in the first, so amazing defending right now. But Drian is cutting up the inside like he did to Jagger last lap, and he still can't quite get past him. So yes, he's actually hit the curb there. He's now holding up Jagger a little bit, so he's definitely struggling to get past RKH. So some really good defending there by RKH. Definitely impressive, especially when I was riding this race. I thought he was doing really well to defend on that GP16. But we are closing right to the back of Jagger now. We're flicking over the other way. We're on different lines. Almost contact there, so close. Me and Jagger on different lines, different speeds, and I almost hit into the side of him. Managed to avoid. So good riding from both of us. But Drian's gone wide. Drian's tried to attack into the Saxon curve, and he's got straight on. So RKH survives yet another attack from Drian. As we're about to start lap 5 now, as we exit Queckenberg corner, Vladimir Jagger, obviously trying to get as close as he can to RKH. As they go down the straight towards turn 1, Jagger's going to try and go around the outside of RKH. You see now how hard it is to get out the inside, but he's lost the front. He's trail braked too much into turn 1, and the front's gone on him. Well, I think the front might have actually gone on him a bit unexpectedly, I think he said, but yeah, it was a bit of an odd crash there. Obviously he was trying a different strategy, didn't quite work. So now it's me behind RKH. We're going to have a look at the inside, probably a little bit similar to what Drian did last lap. We're on the inside of RKH. Can he do anything? We've cut in front of him a bit there. That's what Drian needed to do. We're going to make him have to get the throttle, but we've gone through the left hand and we're now up into the lead on lap 5 after the pretty abysmal start from pole position. And obviously we've had half damage the whole time as well. But cutting on to the end of lap 5, it's Drian in second. He's 9 tenths behind. Next lap, he's a second behind, so we have pulled away a little bit. The lap after, 7 tenths. So Drian is definitely catching us a bit here, but next lap, 6 tenths. So he's catching us up a bit, but we've cut on to further around lap 9. We're sort of keeping a bit of a consistent gap to Drian, really. But there goes the yellow flag. Drian fell out of second position there, putting Blade King up into second position. So Blade King is now leading the pursuers. We're now crossing the line on the end of lap 9. Blade King's 1.6 seconds behind, so we're not comfortable. On to the start of lap 11, he's 1 second behind, so he's taken 6 tenths out there. On to lap 12, we've taken 3 tenths. I think he must have made a mistake. On to lap 13 now, 6 tenths of a second behind. That is definitely within some sort of range, but it's going through a mega corner on the same lap. We heard his bike sort of like, you know, you heard the engine be off, and that was it. He fell off, but that was it. That was the whole race. We cancelled the line, and we won the race. So yet another win in this championship, but we won by 3.2 seconds there to Blade King, and then 6.8 to Drian, and then 12.6 to Jagger. So overall, really good race. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed riding it, especially since it was a bit topsy-turvy. Wasn't quite what you would expect in terms of you know, the people that were out the front. Obviously RKH doing a really good job. Hopefully he can be at the front a bit more in the future, because we've seen his defensive skills are obviously up to par. Obviously that GP16 is probably what's holding him back quite a bit there. Maybe he'll be able to change his bike at some point. But if we look at the championship, I know the championship's been up in the background, but let's finish what I was saying. We have now moved up to 9th position. We've passed Piccolino. I'm not sure what happened to him in this race. I think his game crashed, and I think he couldn't rejoin the lobby because we were late starting, and we started qualifying, and the game crashed. And I think he might have not been able to rejoin there. But yeah, so we've got 70 points from 3 races. That's almost obviously a perfect scoring record, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we are now 1 point behind RKH, actually, funnily enough. So yeah, I'm assuming that if we get another good performance, obviously we will move up through the pack once again. So obviously, I don't know if I've already said this, but we're 65 points off the lead now. Drian obviously is extending his lead, 15 points to R1A and D. Now obviously 21 to Jagger as well. So we're not actually, not too far off 5th in the championship. In fact, 4th in the championship. Rob Nuz. Obviously Groot dropped him down to 5th after his disconnection. He was definitely in a good position in the title fight. I mean, he's only 50 points off. You know, Drian gets a disconnect, or if he gets a few wins in Drian and R1A and D, and obviously Jagger as well, don't finish too well, he could definitely be up there. definitely. So it's a really close championship still, but we are only 16 points off of 4th position. So if maybe we'll be in that position by the end of Austria, probably. If we get if we get so similar results to what we've been getting in the last few races, then that should be how it is. But yeah, that's the championship at the moment. Sorry, I think I've just made my floorboard creaks. That probably sounded quite loud. Apologies for that, yet again. But obviously, see, we'll pass the necessary pants at some point because he's no longer in the league, I don't think. But I hope you enjoyed that race. It was a really enjoyable race. As I said, I really liked racing it. Especially the half damage made it quite hard, I think. But Blade King also had damage, obviously, because he got caught up in the first corner. Well, not first corner. First lap crash with me and Groot. But yeah, quite happy with that one. Not good race. It's nice battling. Really good defending as well from RKH, as I've said probably 1,000 times already. But I hope you enjoyed, as I said. And I shall see you in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of your day. Yes, I changed up the outro a little bit, and yes, it definitely was on purpose, not an accident or anything.